Life and legacy of legendary singer Tony Bennett, from making teens scream in the 1950s to his MTV Unplugged. Bennett's music career spanned 7 decades, last performing at Radio City Music Hall with longtime collaborator Lady Gaga to celebrate his 95th birthday. His life a turbulent yet triumphant tale, from a foot soldier in World War II helping liberate a Nazi war camp in Germany to becoming a lifelong civil rights activist and humanitarian, marching with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Selma. Tony Bennett lived quite a life, from fame and fortune to hitting rock bottom. At one point, a failed marriage, no record label, struggling with substance abuse, even battling the IRS. But then, the ultimate comeback. His son, engineering a renewed superstar, collaborating with icons from Stevie Wonder and Billie Holiday to one of my favorites, Norah Jones.
Time is so old and love so brief.
Love is pure gold. Time a thief.
Now that we are both swooning, our contributor and SiriusXM radio host Mike Muse knows exactly what I'm talking about, because he too understands how Bennett maintained his crooner cool, becoming a pop culture icon for so many generations. Okay, Mike, what is one of your favorite duets? I know you have one.
It is. I wasn't just a little bit swaying with you. Kira, I love when we have opportunities to celebrate a life, you and I. We've had the privilege to celebrate some good ones. And Tony Bennett is a life well lived. He had a good life, which is the name of his song. And what I loved about him and what America loved about him and the world, Kira, you called it. He wasn't afraid to talk about his struggles, in particular in that song, The Good Life, it reflected. But for me, Kira, the ultimate is Smile with him and Barbara Streisand. I mean, you can't help but not smile.
Let's take a listen.
For you,
When you light up your face with gladness.
I'm like ready to kind of take a nap and reflect, Mike. You think about even the fact that he tried to make it as a jazz singer, remember? And then he switched gears to American standards in the 90s, finding this new audience in the MTV generation, and then going on to do these duets like we've been listening to, even Amy Winehouse and Elton John. Let's listen once again.
myself to you, body and soul.
So, Mike, just talk about his incredible comeback, specifically these duets. His son, Danny, behind this sort of recreation, right?
I mean, when you think about this, it is what you talk about, a titan in business. Someone, you may be in a different career in a sector, you may not be in entertainment or music, but to be able to continuously have a comeback after a comeback and to reinvent yourself is so extremely difficult. But here it happened in 1993 when he did that MTV Unplugged album with Katie Lang. After that album in 1994, it went on to win Grammy of the Year. So what you saw was 2 different types of audiences in 2 different generations. You had the MTV audience Unplugged, which was the younger demographic and generation, get introduced to his music. But then when he won Grammy Album of the Year, which is no easy feat, it was a mix of intergenerational music lovers from across the world who also too either got introduced to him or reminded what an amazing vocalist that he is. And that is really what ignited his career. And his son, and they mastered an incredible architectural comeback of strategy of really using duet to continuously get him involved with the younger audience. Artists who were already charting. I really think about the last performance that we saw him with was this performance with Lady Gaga. I thought that was pure brilliant and genius to do that because their vocal styles are very unique. Lady Gaga is an incredible vocalist, but she has a lot of character to her voice. It isn't a traditional voice. Tony Bennett also too had a very unique characteristic to his vocal ability. It wasn't a traditional voice. And so you have these 2 individual unique voices like a Amy Winehouse what a perfect match and a perfect pairing. I think that's why the audiences loved it.
So true, and you just think of what he represented as a musician, and you look at everyone he collaborated with, just such a strong variety. They got each other, they respected each other. It wasn't just about money, but it was about the culture, and you saw it, and you felt it, and you heard it, and it was pretty incredible. And I know we'll be talking a lot more about his life and legacy together, Mike. I always love having you on days like this. Sad to see him go, but boy, his legacy definitely lives on, yeah?
Absolutely. I mean, Kira, so go from duets with Stevie Wonder, Queen Latifah, Katie Lang, Amy Winehouse, Lady Gaga. Not many people can do that. A treasure.
No, and he did it. Absolutely a treasure. You nailed it. Mike, thank you so much. So great to see you.
Kira.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.